walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone and I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
Kita terangkan part-part komponen bagi disc brake, iaitu kita ada rotor, kita ada back clip dan juga mounting bracket, kita ada shim dan juga brake pad. Dan kita ada lock pin, 2 lock pin, dan kita ada cylinder body. Ini adalah piston dan juga adalah piston seal. Okay.
My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. Till then I walk alone. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the black parade.
Based on value of measurement, we got the thickness of outboard brake pad is 5.46 mm and the inboard value is 7.55 mm. According to the average thickness of the brake pad, is it still considered as thick and should not necessary to be replaced with a new brake pad? This is because the minimum value required before change the new brake pad is above 3.2 mm. If the thickness value below than that is considered to replace with a new one set immediately. Rotor thickness variation caused by improper cleaning of the scales, and another one rust on the hubs. Remove the tire by loosening the lug nut and raising up the car a little to have a better access to the rotor. Put the removed wheels underneath the car for the further safety if case the jack is failed. Using a vernier caliper, measure the thickness of the rotor. To measure run out the motor and hub assembly, use a dial gauge. Always check the amount of the run out in the rotor and hub assembly with a dial indicator. Both before and after the rotor has been machined, reassemble the wheels and top, the bolts and lug nut to the manufacturer specification. Lastly, test the vehicle on the road for the brake functionality. When a part is rotated 360 degrees around the datum axis, run-out refers to how much one or more reference feature fluctuate with regard to another datum. It's essentially a control and amount of variation a circular feature has with a rotational axis. Any feature that rotates around an axis can be called out of the out for run out. Is essentially the amount of wobble in one portion feature when compared to another. Based on our finding for the lock pins or guide pins, straightness check it was in a good working order. A circular motion test is used to verify this. When a force was supplied to the guide pin for a circular motion on a ground surface, they will never stop on a while rotating. If guide pins or lock pin is not straight, the caliper won't move. It could be due to bend or stuck guide pins. If the guideline pins are not straight, you will hear noise or have trouble stopping. When driving, the brakes may become stuck. Based on the result of this lab, we can determine if the brake system is assembly in a excellent working order or not. These brakes are important component of a vehicle that we must pay attention to in order to ensure our safety. Not only that, but we can identify each of the components of the brake disc by their names, and each component has its own function. Finally, we got expertise removing and reconnecting the brake disc system.